For hundreds of years, gypsies and travellers have called the British Isles their home.
There's 5, maybe 6 generations of my family living on the road.
Battling to keep their unique way of life. And it's not been an easy ride.
That's what you get, idiots like that.
For centuries, they've locked horns with the outside world.
I don't want to hear this.
But why?
They drive through the town very fast and reckless.
Are they going to damage my property? There's going to be, like, horse poo everywhere.
Hey, boys, don't block the road up.
What are they saying?
He's saying, what a load of bollocks.
Good girl.
When they see us walking, they'll be like, oh, well, she's a traveller, oh, we shouldn't really be here.
And they wonder why we can't get on with the settled people, why we feel a bit wary of them.
Gypsies and travellers live by an ancient code.
A woman's place basically is at home, isn't it, in our community.
Following traditions that some view with suspicion.
Watch yourself, my sweetheart, for somebody called Dennis.
And rules that some see as barbaric.
It's a little bit medieval, but if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Some people might call it cruel, but this is how we live off the land.
We'll reveal what goes on inside their secret world.
I'm in heaven.
What more could you ask for on a day like this?
And see how by clinging to age-old values...
That's what you call some air, and that's heavy too. All Romany gypsies want that on their daughters.
We are who we are and we can't change that.
Come hell or high water,
Gypsy's right. Romney's right.
they're here to stay.
All gypsies take over.
We're still here. Can't get rid of us yet.
Originally from India, Romany gypsies arrived in the UK in the 16th century, immediately facing mistrust and hostility. Anti-gypsy laws banned them from the country, with punishments including confiscation of property, deportation, and sometimes execution. These laws were eventually repealed, but many gypsies still feel persecuted by the settled community, with restrictions on traveller camps seen as a direct attack on their nomadic culture.
My family been on this site for about 50 years. Before I was born, they were on here. It's a proper Romany travelling site.
Just outside Cardiff, Jim Beb Price makes a living selling horses to support his proud Romany family who rent 3 caravans on a council-owned gypsy site.
Dealing horses is a way of life for me. Keep my income going and dealing for my food and my kids' food.
Beb also does roofing and gardening work and keeps animals to help feed the family.
Look, chicken with chicks. These all these special shamas, these chickens called these shamas. Shama cock, look. So they're rabbit and dogs there, look.
Lots going on, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, lots going on. It's good for kids, isn't it, you mean? Right, shall we go in here now? I'll show you in my mum's place, please.
What are you fetching these people around me for?
Yeah, come in, come in.
She's
Yeah.
on a bad day today.
But this is me, this is Granny.
No, I'm not. I'm nothing to do with it.
She's my mum, but she just has
a...
it.
You catch me out there, sir. Don't put me around in my
She has it. No, she's okay, love. That's just.
No chance.
She's have a little turn.
She's having a bad day. Okay. No,
And these are grandchildren. And if you come in here.
No, take it.
Where the son showed me, hello, the son, me dad.
No, forget about your dad or your mum.
Oh my God. Oh, she's embarrassing, she is.
As well as his mum, Beb has to put food in the mouths of his 5 children and 7 lively grandchildren who are just home from school and playing on the family site.
Hey, boys, boys. See what they're doing here, look. One's in the barrel, look. They're my grandchildren, yeah. I know I don't look old enough to be my grandchildren, but they are. Come out!
You've had him.
Come here. Rooster, hey! Go that way, piss off. Come on. Go and find yourself a girlfriend.
Don't need a fucking girlfriend.
Don't swear, man.
What?
Don't swear.
Do you know where I need to swear?
Where?
On TikTok.
A TikTok leading you how to swear.
Yeah. People always say, fuck.
Hey, right, all right. Hello. That's it. I wouldn't give my way of life for no other way. And it is important because if we don't keep it going, travelling life, it'll come to an end. Get back.
Beb's main business is selling horses. He rents a field nearby and keeps around a dozen roaming free, aiming to sell 3 or 4 a year to preserve his family's gypsy lifestyle.
What you see here now, they're me breeding horses. My pride and joy. Come on. I have been doing horses all my life. Before I remember, my father doing it before me, and so on for generations.
But stricter regulations on horse fairs, where Beb makes his sales, means he's struggling to buy food for the animals and make ends meet.
They're trying to ruin our lives, to be truthful, because they're trying to stop all the fairs. It's the government fair, and the police, you mean? Come on.
With winter approaching, Beb desperately needs to cash in on some horses, which can sell from a couple of hundred to several £1,000s each.
It's very important because if you don't sell nothing, you'll be earning nothing, you know what I mean?
To find another way to make a profit, he's turning to one of the biggest spectacles in the trading traveller's playbook, a gypsy horse drive. The procession of horses and carts travelling a pre-agreed route acts as a mobile shop window, where traders can check out the animals in action before doing deals.
Horse drives is one of the #1 ways in the world to sell horses now. Everybody's in the drive, and they can make a deal, they'll have a deal, you know?
On the itinerary, Beb has to organise 4 crucial stop-off points, where liquid refreshment is taken and horses are sold.
Horse drives is the best sport in the world. Get a couple of pints, bit of food down us, and see if there's any dealing going on.
Remaining on the move means no council permission is needed, but horse drives can cause conflict with the authorities, with complaints of traffic hold-ups and inebriated riders that Beb sees as discrimination.
What we do is drive our horses, try to have a bit of sport, and that's it. But they'll try and move you straight off. They're trying to ban you from everywhere. Come on!
Beb needs his drive to be a success to feed his family through the hard winter ahead.
It is going to be a long winter for us all, right? If I sell a horse, provides for my kids. Listen, a gypsy man, his family comes before anything. That's animals, anything in the world. Your family comes first.
"300 miles away in Surrey, Romany gypsy Tony the Rhino earns a living from one of his culture's most secretive traditions, which can provoke fear and revulsion amongst many non-gypsies.
I'm the Rhino.
What's the Rhino?
The what? The Rhino is one of my fight names. I'm a professional fighter. I've been pro for 12 years now. I'm the first ever gypsy pro cage fighter to win a world title as well. I'm proud to be a gypsy. I like that being a gypsy, we stick together. It's in our blood, in our genes, we are fighters, you know. So you get brought up from early age, whether you like it or not, to protect yourself.
Tony's talent for fighting makes him money and brings high status in a hidden area of gypsy society.
In the gypsy community, money comes second to fighting and honour, you know. You're a lot more respected to be the roughest gypsy than the richest.
When he's not in the ring, Tony runs a tanning salon and helps gypsies settle tribal disputes through violence, a position known as a fair play man.
I know quite a lot of the gypsy community because a lot of them come watch me fight, so therefore they come to me, they speak to me and they say, look, we want to get it sorted out.
Bare-knuckle fighting is a long-established tradition in the gypsy community, to which Tony was introduced at an early age.
My granddad, he was a trainer. I was about 16. I had my first bare-knuckle fight. That's what we've been brought up to do, you know.
Tony also coaches around half a dozen gypsies for bare-knuckle fights, which he believes serve a valuable social purpose.
They meet up, they have a fight, they shake hands after, and everyone carries on with their life. Not using no police, no one gets hurt, often.
Like, listen to me. It's me, Tony here. How are you doing? You all right?
Today, Tony and his cousin Johnny are organising a bare-knuckle fight between two gypsy families with a running feud.
Let's just hope after the weekend they sort of shake hands or forget about it.
Listen, mate, as long as there's no police and that, I'm right there, whatever he wants it, mate, whatever he wants it for.
The origins of this dispute are unclear. But with a war of words raging on social media, Tony and Johnny have been asked to represent one family each and settle the feud.
You're going to ring me or shall I ring you?
No, I'm going to ring you on the morning of the fight. Just be up, ready.
Johnny, you know where my mum and dad's place is, don't you?
Yeah.
Monday, as soon as you're ready, I'll be there waiting for you.
Spot on there now. Go on then, my man. Thank you very much.
Alfie, I have a lot of respect. Bye, mate. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
It's believed that two men from each family fell out over a woman. But as the dispute wasn't settled quickly, it's led to a war of words getting worse by the day.
We got approached to say, listen, this is getting out of control. They want to get it finally sorted out once and for all.
Fair play men now have to try and keep a fragile truce until the fight takes place and the feud can end.
The whole family are on lockdown because if they bump into any of the other family...
They live on top of each other. They live literally, not, what, 2-3 miles from each other.
So they use the same shops, they go in the same town, they use the same restaurants. So
this fight needs to happen sooner
quicker the better, because as soon as two of via the family see one another and it's not sorted out, what's going to happen is it's going to be far worse.
Coming up, gypsy fortune teller Linda battles with the local authorities.
Council people won't beat travelling people. They'll try. They wouldn't beat people like me.
And Beb's horse drive hits a roadblock.
Yeah, we just get off of them horses, look, they're not doing nothing. They're tied up by the other horse.
For well over 100 years, gypsies have been amongst those trading in the ancient market town of Darlington.
This man wants to give me money, thanks very much.
Oh, wow!
I love pictures of the Queen.
And for those that dare, there's also the opportunity to purchase visions of the future.
My darling, there's your guardian angel, right? When you lost that guardian angel, my sweetheart, your whole world fell in. I'm Linda, I'm clairvoyant, and I'm a woman, a gypsy. It's a gift you're born with. You're born with it. I was born with it off my mum. She was born with it off her mum. It's all in my blood.
Gypsy fortune tellers have been a popular attraction at travelling fairs for centuries, and the gift of seeing the future is said to be passed down the generations.
I've got 6 children and 17 grandchildren. I would love to pass my gift on to any of my grandchildren. I work to make sure that I'm all right, my family's all right. Family means everything to me. You tried your very best, my sweetheart, to sort your family out, right? But you couldn't, understand? You can't blame her, darling, for breaking your heart the way things were, sweetheart, right? Because, darling, she tried her best to keep us all together, right? But another bitch come in front, right?
To help support her family, Linda works hard, charging £20 a time for her readings. But is her non-gypsy client happy with her verdict?
I've never had a gypsy fortune reading in my life, and everything she said was exactly right.
Her customer is satisfied, but new regulations are making life tougher for Linda.
20 years ago, travellers were accepted in the community, right? Going round the doors, but now, no, they won't allow them. The publisher says, oh, you've got to have a permit for this and a permit for that and a permit for that.
Linda now parks her wagon at the semi-detached house she rents. And since being moved by the council from their traditional spot, Linda and her fellow traders struggle to make ends meet.
You can't just have a market in the middle of nowhere. You need to be where there's footfall, where there's more. We need to be near cash points, the bus routes. There's nothing in.
It's on the top end, right? The council decided to move it down here. Where down here, nobody's going to walk from that top end to the shop to come down here. to this market, are they? The councillors don't like travelling people on markets. They've proved it time and time again. Council people won't beat travelling people. They'll try. They wouldn't beat people like me. I'm hoping to pick some bar this afternoon. The weather's got out, so there's no stopping it.
As takings have fallen since the move, Linda has found a new location where she hopes business will be better.
Got the car boot sale on a Sunday where everybody's off work and everybody fancies a day around the car boot sale. This is me packing up for the day. Hoping tomorrow brings a better one.
Linda's whole livelihood could depend on the success of a new business plan.
Tomorrow it's really important to me that I come out and find some clients.
Why's that?
That's just to keep my head above water, stop me from sinking. You need to put food on the table. You've got to make the next day count.
Right, chicken? Move, 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 move. Up, up, up. Double up. Double up.
In Wales, horse trader Beb Price is teaching his daughter some basic life skills as he approaches his most important day of the year.
You've got to learn to look after yourself because there's a lot of bad people out in the world. And if you can handle yourself, you don't get much bother, you know. Nevaeh Price. That's my new granddaughter, Nevaeh Price. She's got her own driving horse. Oh, chicken, how old are you now? 9, your birth just went. And she can ride horse and drive them along the roads. She even drives me van, a transit van in the field, don't you? Come on!
To feed his 5 kids and 7 grandkids, Beb's organising a gypsy horse drive, where riders travel a pre-arranged route to buy and sell horses. But he needs some technical help from the younger generation.
I'm putting a drive on now this Saturday, what's coming, and the girls put it all on Facebook, so I can't do it because I can't read and write.
Horse drives act as a mobile shop window for traders and have grown in popularity due to tighter restrictions on horse fairs.
Years ago, they didn't have to be drives because it was fairs. Now, the only one thing is going is horse drives.
A horse drive also doubles up as a lively pub crawl.
Well, I'm expecting about 60 horses, 60, 70 horses. Should be a nice bit of trade there and a bit of sport and getting drunk in it, you know.
But before he can sell his horses, Beb needs to catch them. No mean feat as they roam free across several fields.
Come on, come on. Gallop behind it, gallop behind it. Whoa, Paulie, whoa.
Beb's roped in his long-suffering son-in-law, Monty, for the task of catching the powerful animals.
It's not easy. A lot of hassle. Very big headache with ponies, you know?
You stand there. Remember, I know these horses. Get up, Paulie.
While one horse has agreed to come quietly, they face a tougher task, catching a feisty young foal.
We'll get him over where the van is, and hopefully put a rope on him then.
Using the horse's mother, Beb and Monty lure the foal right to where they want him.
You stay there, Pauline. Whoa, mate!
But before Beb gets the door shut...
Whoa, whoa, Pauline. What's up? Got it?
Monty lets the horse bolt.
I did tell you to leave it there for me tonight. If you would have left it there, wait for me, I would have grabbed it myself. That's what I was ready to do. Is that your phone? Pick it up with the horse goes. Right. Move over that way a bit.
This time, Beb takes over from his reluctant apprentice.
Never send a boy to do a man's job. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. Right, get the rope. Rope. Right, watch out.
Having caught the foal, Beb and Monty set their sights on the stallion, which could sell for several £1,000s.
Go in there now, call him down there, down there.
The team are in place with lassos at the ready.
Come on, come on. Whoa, whoa, lad, whoa, lad, whoa, lad.
But again, Beb's not happy with his wingman.
Monty, you're a waste of time. You stood there with the bag on, so I'm not even moving.
I had him up here, man. Well, I brought him up. You.
Right, that's it now. We can't get the stallion. It's got to be left behind. So let's do the ones we got. Get Pauline, cup, up. Right. Yeah, leave it loose and just pull us back and shut the side door.
You were close to getting that stallion.
So close. But this old plonker here, I don't know much about horsing.
Beb does have his prize mare and a healthy young foal, which could fetch around £6,000 at the drive, if Beb can sell them.
Done. Done. Good job.
But with tough competition from over 70 other horses, Beb will need all the tricks of the trade to close the deals and feed his family.
When you try and sell a horse, you're in a fair or a drive, and there's hundreds of men, they're trying to do the same thing what you're doing. It is a hard old job, yeah.
In Surrey, fair play men Tony and Johnny need to quickly find a location for the bare-knuckle fight they are organising to stop the family feud getting out of control.
It's very serious now because this has been going on for 5 years. It's a very big fight and it's going to be happening very soon. Got two choices, this side or we can have it round this side. The only thing is with this side is that it's a little bit more on show.
Gypsy bare-knuckle fights often attract a volatile crowd from both sides and can be difficult to control. So Tony and Johnny need a location where they can stop the fight from becoming a free-for-all.
Get a car here, look, put another motor there like a van, and get in the fight down this end, keep it down this end, just block it off. Shut the gates, it's one way in, one way out.
And for the fight to run smoothly, they also need to avoid the prying eyes of non-gypsies.
The main thing that we've got to do is not have numbers here. So as soon as a few heads turn up there, with the neighbours over there as well, you're going to have the whole bill here in seconds.
Do not tell the fighters till the morning, so there's no families being phoned. They're fighting here, they're fighting there.
Be happy to get this over and done with, wouldn't you? It's just draining, draining.
The location is perfect, but Tony knows there is a dangerous road ahead before the feud can end and the pride of both families can be restored.
It's all about loyalty, respect and the culture. If you're a gypsy, traveller, this is what you got to do. The worst outcome is a massacre. And I've seen a few of those happen, and I've seen it erupt and everybody fighting. It's not a very nice thing whatsoever.
In northeast England, hundreds of gypsies are congregating.
You like a wee bit of bargain? Thanks very much. Who's next?
For one of their most important social occasions.
I'll take a juice off it, any good to you?
Honestly, I can't. Give what I said and that's it.
No.
The Durham Horse Fair. Whilst gypsy horse fairs have recently suffered from tighter regulations, this event has survived, where travellers come from miles around to trade livestock and catch up on the latest news.
Don't behave. My God, you're vicious today, girl. Hey, it's supposed to be a kiss, not a love bite. What are you doing, biting my lip off?
One man determined to keep this tradition alive is Diamond Jackson, who has arrived with his extended family of feathered friends.
Come on, baby.
My name's Stephen, actually.
There you go.
And everybody goes, wow, when I tell them Diamond, they go, oh, wow. Is that really your name? I say, of course it is.
A retired mechanic, Diamond is one of a select few in the travelling community who is always on the road.
If you were a millionaire, you couldn't have a better lifestyle than I've got. I've got my dog, got my bird, I've got my motorhome. Luxury. Well made, well built, just like myself.
Coming from a travelling background, my father and my grandfather, I'm very proud to be part of a travelling community.
People who are prejudiced and racist, I feel sorry for them. They want to get a grip and just try to be like the happy people like me.
But the biggest threat to Diamond's way of life is not coming from the settled community.
I've got a terminal cancer, but terminal doesn't mean you're going to die in the next 24 hours. I want to have a decent funeral. I'd like to be horse-drawn. I'd like a bit of a pub do, not expensive, not that steak and all that shite, just pie and peas.
Today, Diamond is looking for a key component for his perfect funeral.
I'm on a mission to find out a good box. I won't be going in it shop soon, but I want to feel comfortable with it now. Happy days.
In gypsy tradition, funerals are characterised by lavish abundance to demonstrate the high standing of the deceased and make a public statement of pride in spite of discrimination. Customs include burning the deceased's possessions or placing them in the coffin to accompany the spirit to the afterlife.
Here we go.
At Durham Horse Fair, can Diamond find the perfect casket to reflect his grand status in the gypsy community?
In a traveller's funeral, you want to go in style, don't you? You'd only hear the once, and when you do go, you can only go the once. You want your friends to line up on the street and say, look at that, wow. I wish I could go like that.
In a gathering of gypsy hawkers,
That's good, isn't it? Yeah, plenty of use out of it before. It's never been buried before.
Diamond spotted an ornate coffin attracting attention in the marketplace.
What colour inside? Is it red or white?
Oh, it's inside?
Yeah.
White.
If it's white, that's good.
But with other buyers interested,
Oh, look inside.
he needs to move fast.
You get very properly in that.
Coming up, Tony's bare-knuckle fight gets out of control.
Whoa, stop.
And Beb's horse drive hits the streets of Newport. But things take a turn for the worse. In Darlington, after being moved by the council from a market spot, gypsy fortune teller Linda is setting up her stall at a car boot sale,
So how much are these for? I'll do that for 25 for you. Yeah.
hoping to find new business.
Because I'm a Romany gypsy, you get discriminated at markets. Discrimination affects my business all the time. But you've got to make the car boot sale count. It's the last day of the week. Would you like to come in, sweetheart? You won't be disappointed.
Linda's plan quickly pays off as a young man approaches the wagon.
Right, sit your bum down there. Right, where would you like me to start? Are you sure? Well, you picked a very, very troublesome card, my darling, right? You're a young man, my darling, that plays with fire. You've been very, very stupid in the past, right? You need to stop knocking about with the crowd you're knocking about with, darling, as you're going to end up in jail for a long time. You can change, my sweetheart, once you know which lady you really want. But at the minute, my sweetheart, you're not treating one very fair at all. But you need to, right? Because, sweetheart, she's going to make you a dad. Did you know? This little boy will settle you down, darling. And it'll make you happy. And I'm going to wish you all the luck in the world, sweetheart.
Oh, thank you.
Linda's delivered big news, but has a young, non-gypsy client left convinced.
Yeah, it was good. The first one I've had there, and everything she said's like true. I've learned from it, so I'll probably do it again.
As word gets out, more customers roll in, paying £20 each to hear what lies ahead.
Pick a card. Stop doing things, my darling, on impulse, right? Think first.
And Linda's predictions go down a treat.
If you can get hold of that bitch and strangle her, you will do. Right? Better person to walk away, darling. Right?
The day's over, and despite losing her usual market spot, Linda has roped in £100 to feed her family and triumphed against the odds.
The council's dead against travelling people. Oh, this battle's been going on for centuries and centuries. It's been a slow week. I was patient. I was delighted people turned up. Happy days. I'm open to keep the gypsy thing traditional going till the day I die. And then open when my grandchildren take it over. That's the way I want it.
In Wales, it's the day of Beb's Horse Drive, a big social occasion and important opportunity to earn money.
As people look forward to Christmas or birthdays, whatever, we look forward to drives. You're only going there for the sport. We get drunk and anything goes, you know.
Beb's horses can sell for thousands of pounds on a good day. But the competition for business has already started with his son-in-law, Monty.
Who's got the best horse?
Me, number one in the world. Check one.
plonker he is. Stand there, Polly. What are you looking for, dopey prick? Hello, don't use it all, man. Why didn't you put it in the bucket like I... Hello, scamp. Put it in the bucket like I done, man.
They got a bucket.
It's over there. You're using all the fucking squeezy, man. I'll have nothing to wash up with, dopey prick.
And aware of the hostile views of some non-gypsies, Beb's gone to great lengths to make sure the day lives up to expectations.
It's awkward for us to get a pub for anything, to be truthful with you. As soon as he knows you're a traveller, or gypsy, whatever, he'd want to know, you mean? So what I done, I had a gorger man to book the pubs for me. Because, like I say, as soon as he knows you're a gypsy, they won't leave you have it. We're ready to rock and roll.
The horse drive is a moving window display for traders to advertise their wares. And around £80,000 worth of mares and stallions have gathered. Stopping points are opportunities for dealing and for drinking.
So you boys ain't having a deal then?
There's loads of triers here, but there's no buyers. Oh, baby.
So you got any interest so far, or is it not really
No,
started
it's too early yet, man. We're all still sober, aren't we? It's when they're drunk in it, that's when some of these punkers will start opening out a bit, me. I only hope I don't get so drunk as them. Right, are we all ready now, boys?
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah. Right, go on, let's go then. Get Pauline. Wake up. We all ready, boys?
Beb believes a successful horse drive is all about the correct balance of drink and salesmanship.
Gary!
Go to Gary's yesterday.
When they get drunker, a couple more pints down you. I mean, you're more game, then go on and have a deal, you know? So that's why you go to so many pubs, different pubs.
With a street party in full swing, Beb goes into salesman mode.
Is she number one in the world?
She is number one.
Pauline Price. She is number one in the world.
No, not me, I got one.
It's good spirits, everybody enjoying themselves, and old Shane's on about buying a different horse because he's also a bit slow.
But some local residents don't appreciate the party atmosphere.
Is my car going to get damaged? Are they going to damage my property? Is going to be like horse poo everywhere?
They drive through the town very fast and reckless. They're big horses, so they're very intimidating.
You can't control a horse all the time. I think someone could get hurt.
If I can't drive a car and have like 5-6 pints, then how can someone get on a horse and be responsible for an animal? That should be a question for the police.
And the police have arrived with questions of their own. So Beb's horse drive hangs in the balance. At Durham Horse Fair, travelling man Diamond Jackson is trying to buy the perfect coffin for his journey to the afterlife.
Look at it, that's me. Gorgeous, I love it.
Though other buyers are keen.
No, it's not for sale.
No, just one.
No, nobody's getting in it.
Diamond is first to try it for size.
If I fit in it, I'll buy it.
You won't get in that. The lid won't close for your belly.
Oh, I fit in it. Please,
Lord.
Yes,
He's in. He's in. What have you done? Will you have a bit of respect for the day? I've gone. I'm in heaven.
It's a perfect fit, and Diamond seals the deal.
Just bought it for £200. I'm back.
What a purchase that is. They can put me in that. I can't wait to die now.
With a big tick on his gypsy bucket list, the day's a success.
I found a perfect box. It was unbelievable. I've got the box.
I think it's better this sideways.
And now I'm on a mission to find a right spot. A nice place for people to come and visit me.
But Diamond still has much to do as he plans his goodbye to the gypsy traditions he hopes will endure long after his final fond farewell.
Cheers, my dear.
I'll be partying till the very end. And when I'm laid there dying, my last breath will be a good gulp of wine.
What a life. I'm going to go in style.
In Surrey, it's the morning of the bare-knuckle fight. Organiser and fair play man Tony wants to make sure it's for gypsy eyes only.
It's like a scene out of 300 once this all commences in a minute. The neighbours, last thing they need to be doing is looking out of their window seeing that. If we can put the vans just there, then we're not bothering anyone then, are we?
Jump in, I'll tell you when to press the brake. Not yet. Just don't eat your dad's motor, whatever you do.
Suddenly, the fighters arrive. And the fair play men need to be ready for anything.
Keep one down that end, one lot down this end. Just get the boys to stand at the back there.
Basically, their lives are in our hands here. Listen, their safety's in our hands.
I've come down here today to deal with what we had the problem with. So hopefully both of us families can sort it out.
That's it, yeah.
They was two young boys out for a night out, and then there's been a feud ever since over it, yeah?
Been going on too long. 5 years been going on for.
And then ever since, there's been untold cousins, brothers, women. They've all had little disputes and arguments all over the same thing. It all ends today, go back to doing normal life. All that pressure and aggravation and looking over your shoulder and worrying about 5 of them pulling up while you're with your missus in Tesco's.
As fair play men, Tony and Johnny are responsible for the safety and preparation of their fighters.
Come here, do your job, mate. We get it done, eh? Good job done.
The few minutes out of your life today, you will look back on for the rest of the years. Put it all in, get it done. This has been going on for too long, and this finishes it all today. Look at me. Breathe, relax. Remember, you've done the hard work.
Listen,
right, lads.
Keep it clean today.
Come
Once
on,
it's done, this is done, yeah?
Right.
As centuries of gypsy tradition come alive on a patch of concrete in Surrey.
Dip off. Keep it clean. Go
Leave them there, fight. That's it. No one else say anything.
Both men are desperate to win, for the pride of their families.
Sit up. Oh, that's it, Woo.
No. That's your biggest fear. You don't want to be knocked out. You don't want to make a show of yourself or show of your family by being beat.
Stop fight.
In Wales, Bed Price is taking his horse drive to Newport to show off his prize steeds for sale. But the police have arrived after receiving complaints about horses on the highway.
We're only here to enjoy ourselves. Everybody enjoys.
No one's stopping, no one's trying to...
Well, hang on, whoa. I moved the horse off the road, didn't we? Didn't we or not? Of the footpath. And you're still giving me a bad life.
I'm not doing anything of the sort. So is everything okay now?
Yeah. If you just get off oh, there's never one going on.
He's all happy now.
Them horses, look, they're not doing nothing. They're tied up by the other horses. And these officers is giving us a bad life again. I don't want to hear this shit, but listen, that's what they're doing, right?
It seems like Bed's theory of drink being good for business may have backfired.
What happened? We pulled here, my horse is over there now, it's still over there now. But when he come to me, he says, move the horse off the footpath. I said, okay, I will. And when I did say that, he says to me, you're not allowed to go on the road with plastic glasses, for God's sake. You did, officer, didn't you?
Beb also thinks they're receiving harsher treatment because of their culture.
Lonely gypsies have got to have rights. Come on, boys. Be fair now. But this a fella, that officer there, I know his number. Well, I'm a straight man, though, George. I'm a straight man.
I know.
I don't tell lies.
And I'm not saying that. But what
I am. Listen. Well, I'm moving on now.
I know.
When you finish talking to me, I'm moving on.
Of course, sir.
When you're finished talking to me,
yes.
because you're officer, you're the man.
We're not the man.
You are the man.
We're all the man.
Right, okay. Well, I'm moving on. Do you mind if I move on?
Don't follow me. Don't follow me.
Right, lads, we're all going now, lads!
To try and salvage some hope of making sales, Beb moves the drive on.
It's not going to stop it. We're going to do our drive, and I'm going to enjoy my drive. Gypsy rights. Romney's right. No, we're not being right. We're not being loud, man. Gypsy rights, man. Where's my horse? I gotta find my horse first. I gotta find my horse, man. Plastic glasses.
The party continues, but Beb still hasn't sold a horse. He has, however, cemented his reputation as a man who can throw a good gypsy horse drive.
I've had no trade. To me, it doesn't matter because it is my life. Couldn't life get any better than this?
When you finish the drive and people enjoy themselves after the pub and whatever, you come shake your hand, good drive, thank you very much for putting one on. I tried to sell horses, but didn't sell none. But what you miss on the roundabout, you get on the street. And I just enjoyed myself to that roof anyway, you know.
Though there is one part of the modern world Beb still can't get his head around.
Plastic glasses. Plastic glasses. Plastic glasses, man.
In Surrey, the bare-knuckle fight organised by Tony and Johnny is in full swing.
Jump. Good fight. Relax. Stand back, bro, please.
As two gypsy men go toe-to-toe to settle years of tribal feuding.
Good clean scrap, boys. That's it.
Fair play man Tony knows both fighters would rather die than dishonour their families.
Whoa, Boys, calm down for a minute.
And with their discipline waning,
When we say break, break, all right?
Tony's seen enough.
Listen, boys, do you just want to shake hands? Listen to me for 1 second. Whoa, boys. Johnny, listen, boys. Do you...
Can you shake hands,
Boys, do you want to shake hands? Call it a day.
Yeah, shake hands, come on.
Shake hands, there you go. Good boys. That's it, you're done, yeah?
The fight's over, and the gypsy men are now duty-bound to end the feud.
Boys, listen to me. Listen. I've spoken words. It's done now, yeah? Shake hands, listen. There's a lot of bad blood done now, all right? That's it. I love you. The pair of you boys. Good men. Good fight. All right, that's it. It's all done now. That's it. You ain't got to worry about nothing no more.
The bout was called a draw. So with both camps saving face and agreeing to end hostilities, it's a triumph for the fair play men.
It's done. So when they go to a restaurant, they haven't got to worry about bumping into one of them. It's put to bed now. So if not, I'm going to be angry.
What happens next then?
That's it, it's done. We're going to go to the pub, have a few beers, celebrate the respectable travelling men. They've got out in the road with their hands, had a scrap, punched lumps out of each other, and it's forgot about.
The normal public will probably be looking at this thinking that they're mad. Yeah, but when you think about it, the logic of it is that a few punches, yeah, can sort a lot of troubles out in our community. Yeah, shake hands, forget about it, no one's going to get seriously hurt. It's a good thing, really. You know, it's a little bit medieval, but there's a true saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Next time, travelling man John faces abuse
That's what you get. Idiots like that.
as he searches for a new spot to make his home.
Dorset Council.
Is that yours?
Gypsy horse dentist Lee has a difficult client.
Okay, back.
And Lavinia takes her daughter to a beauty pageant.
Valentina.
But are the odds stacked against her?
I just hope they just don't look at her and go, old traveller, dock her down points.
Catch all that new next Wednesday at 9. Kate Humble gave up the rat race to live her rural dream, and she welcomes us back to her country abode this week. The new series of Escape to the Farm starts at 8 tomorrow. Next, shoplifters at war with the law.